redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tackle and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case,
it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Second and 10. It's Ryan again. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal, give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy who's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
On first down, Wilson dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 20, 10, 5. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Brandon, we spent time with this team before the game, and there was never any indication that they did not like their kicker.
Well, it shows right now that they didn't like their kicker. Why didn't they just put it through the goalpost and take the lead?
That is going to be the question that has to be answered. I don't know about you, but I'm skipping my flight. I'm going to the post-game press conference.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them?
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He lets it fly for Rocket. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. So the halftime break behind us, and we are back underway with the third quarter of action.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll wind up losing 11 on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
30-yard line.
Now it's Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan steps away to his left. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Bring in the second sprint. Bring in the second sprint.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. After the interception, here's Wilson. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Back to the air. Ryan after the pick 6. Being chased out left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Operating from the gun. Ryan escaping the pressure right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big...
Yes, it's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Wilson forced out to his left. And caught left side, Olsen. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by DeMonte Kingsley. And he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to... use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Looking to throw again on second down. Ryan flushed out right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. You hit on the move there and started rolling out. I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly. Intercepted.
And sometimes to as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That one's going to be complete to David Moore. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. And his throw is incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll take a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. And that is incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Wilson will throw again. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Seahawks go for it, but can't convert. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Check it back! Check it back!
After the interception, here's Ryan. This is going to be intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
At their own 47-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the 4th quarter. Buying time to his left. He'll run it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're on.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Wilson to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, 29 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Throwing now is Wilson. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead.
Falcons 14. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded right around the 8. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
On the 16-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Throwing it in here on 2nd down, this time complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Back to throw. It's complete downfield, out left to his running back. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. Here's Ryan. Man open, here's Jones. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. One last shot for Ryan. He's going to take off for